Hello. So how is everyone? Happy Wednesday. Let me see if I am in the right place. Um let's see, not quite. There we go. Perfect. So, my name is Terry Phelps, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my craft room. I try to go live every Wednesday night to share some inspiration and some ideas. So yeah. So tonight, I am going to share the Splendid Autumn Suite Collection, and that's on page 37 of the mini catalog, and this is a really cool suite. I love it. I love fall anyway, anything fall, but the colors are gorgeous and it's just really nice. So I am going to go down to my desktop, but welcome. And if you're watching this as a replay, just put replay and tell me where you're watching from. It's always fun to know. And feel free to share or comment too. So, all right, I'm just going to go down to my desktop here. So this is the mini catalog, and the suite that we are going to go with tonight is the Splendid Autumn. So this is a gorgeous suite. I love the paper. Of course, it's a scenic one, which is always awesome. Look at these gorgeous like examples. So many fun things. You can do this as a purse. You can do this as a hanging photo or picture. So super fun. So I'm going to show you real quick just what's all in this suite, and then I'll share with you what we're going to make tonight. So in the suite we have, this is the stamp set, and it is got really, I love the font, but it's got really nice sentiments, and so that's really fun. And it's a cling set. And then it has, these are the dies, and so we'll be using some of those tonight. And this is called the Autumn Expressions dies. And then the paper is gorgeous. So this is Splendid Autumn 6x6 paper, and I'm just going to flip through really quickly so you can just see how gorgeous these are. And if you know anything about our paper, these are all designs that were actually drawn or painted and created by the artists. So don't you wish you could do this? Oh my gosh. I would love to be able to paint and draw and all that. That's why I stamp, because I can't do a square box. But aren't these pictures gorgeous, these paintings? And I love the backgrounds, that they have a lot of texture to them. So very complimentary. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Beautiful colors. This is one of my favorites. I love these brown-eyed Susans, if that's what they are, or daisies. I don't know. I don't know my flowers very well. Hi, Judy. How are you? Thank you for joining. So nice to see you again. Ah, these papers are so gorgeous. Don't you love these papers, Judy? Ah, it was so fun creating with this paper, because these papers do everything for you. I mean, they're gorgeous, they're realistic, they have a lot of dimension and depth in them. I mean, that looks like it's really a road that you're going through. It's just, love it. And I like that they're 6x6, because you can work with so easily with a 6x6 and a design. Sometimes when it's like a 12x12, it's a big design and it's kind of hard to use. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, I love it. So those are the papers. So you get 12 designs and you get 4 of each. So you get 48 sheets in that pack. So that's absolutely awesome. And then the only other couple things that I used, oh wait, and then we have the full glass dots. Those are in gorgeous fall colors. Love it. And they do feel like glass. They're very cool, and they're kind of a muted kind of look. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but they're not shiny like, you know. And we have this gorgeous ribbon, and this is wild wheat with white, and so it's see-through, you know, but you have these nice white and shiny kind of silver threads. So that's nice. And this is a really soft ribbon. It's really easy to use. So that's cool. Very easy to mix bows with. I don't know if you're like me, you struggle with the bows. And then these are the woven golden leaves. So they all come in gold, but you can color them. And this one, you cannot tell very much. I mean, you can tell it when I put it with the other ones. I just did a little bit of pumpkin pie, and I ended up not using it. But you can, I'll show you one of the cards I made. I did do some coloring, and very easy. I just used my blends, and it's just super easy. Love it. So those are gorgeous, and you get like 75 leaves. So that's awesome too. So that is everything that's in the suite. The only other couple things I used was the embossing folder painted texture. I love this embossing folder. And I used the exposed brick 3D. I love this one also. And that these are great to use for the walls, you know, for our pictures, right? And I think the only other thing I used was these awesome little adhesive back textured dots. And I love them. They've got little etchings on them. They really are cool. And they look like brass. Although actually they might be. That's why they look that way. But I use these two for the nails and hanging the pictures. So I can't decide if I should show you the alternative cards or if I should just make the one that I have left over from scraps. Yes, the veins do show really well. I was kind of surprised about that it had veins at first. I was just thinking that they did not have that detail in there, but you can see them. Well, I think you can. Is that a little better? Certain lights, but yes, they are gorgeous, nice and detailed. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll show you the card. And again, it's not hard. I usually typically find easy cards because one, I want them to be quick for everybody to be able to make. And two, yeah, I just like simple. But this is what the card is that I was based on. And this I got from a swap a long time ago. And I'm so sorry. I don't know who actually created this card. I usually keep all the people's names with, but I didn't, unfortunately. So these are some of the ones that I made with the suite. And I used different ways to showcase different aspects, right? So in this one, I used the designer series paper and I highlighted that in just the little flap panel. And I used the die that would be for the picture or frame, the insides, that what gets cut out, this part, is actually what can create some labels too. And they, of course, are two different sizes, so they're great for layering. And then I stamped the wheat and I cut that out because that's part of the dies. And I just left it blank on the inside because I don't know exactly who I'm going to use this for, right? And this was a fun way to use some of the ribbon without it taking over. So I think that balanced the card really well. I like how that turned out. This one was my problem child card. So a couple of things. So what I did was I tried doing heat embossing, and I think that I've had my embossing fold or my Versamark pad for so long, and I even re-inked it up with the ink, and it does not, you know, actually build a good layer when I heat emboss. So I'm actually ordering a new pad today because I've done this a couple times now and it's had the same results. So you can see that it isn't exactly melted all the way through. And it wasn't because there wasn't enough powder. So, and then I stuck my hand in something, so I have a little spot here, which I'm not happy about. And then when I stamped Dear Friend in here, of course, I boo-booed, so hence I did Versamark and did the leaf. And then I just kind of upscaled this card a little bit by putting some more designer series paper on the inside of this. And I built this label so that I turned the insides that I had left over that I wasn't using over, so that it was the top side, not, you know, the underside of these pieces, if that makes sense. So it looks more finished. And, you know, and then because I felt like the leaf just didn't have a reason to be there, I added the two leaves in the front. Originally, I was not going to put those here. I was just going to use the bow. So that was my second card. So again, I used just cardstock as the background on this one and the designer series paper. This, I use the designer series paper in both places, and this is also the back side of a designer series paper. So those are different in that way. Then my third one I did was using just one layer of this die, and I just stamped that, wrapped some ribbon around, and then on the inside I put "You've Got This" and added some ribbon for an accent. And then I thought the person could write, we could write "here" instead of "here." So that gives it a really nice look. But change can be beautiful. You've got this. So I really love how that turned out. So that was that one. Thank you. And then this one, I decided, well, I'm not going to do the complete photo frame with, like in the catalog, they show this is your hanging piece for your frame. But I thought that was too much for this small of an area. So what I did was I just used the actual frame piece. I cut my designer series paper and used that panel. And then I cut the little piece here, and I decided to use those little brad looking embellishments to do the hook, so it looks like it's hanging. And then this is where I did the leaves, and this one is just the plain yellow, and it really picks up because of the background of the paper. But then this is colored with the blends, and I think that this was the Cajun Craze. And then, I know, this is Cajun Craze, and this might be Pumpkin Pie? I'm not sure. I don't remember though. And then I just added some of those glass faux dots. And I just thought, you know, this is nice. You can still do your writing here. Or you could write also maybe on the back if you didn't want to ruin the look of the card. But may the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. I really like that. So those are my 4 that I created, just trying to mix it up, use it differently. These are using designer series papers, and some of them are cardstock. So I just kind of have, all of them have just a little bit of a different look. Super easy card though. So what I thought I would do is make pretty much out of scraps what I have left. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. So what I realized, this was the designer series page. Oh, thank you, Judy. This was the 6x6 card or designer series paper I used to make to cut this out, right? And I had the scraps laying around, and I thought, oh, I could use the yellow piece to go around, you know, this. But what I realized is if I used the actual designer series paper side of the design, and the back side is a little larger, so I figure I'm going to place this in here, and what a cool effect that is, right? It's kind of like the frame is you know, designed to match the photo. And I have seen some art done this way before, so I was kind of it was kind of a fun accident that I realized that that would work. So I'm going to build my picture with this. And so, and then I already had extras of these pieces, so I cut, I just kind of picked colors that were in this print and just cut some different card stacks and stuff. So this is where I'll tell you what the dimensions are of everything. It's super easy, you guys. The base is your normal 5.5 by 4.25. That's your basic base, right? And then, as usual, your second layer, whether it's cardstock or designer series paper, is going to be 5.25 by 4, and that's just going to go here. And then this strip is 8.5 by 2.5, and you can make this as big or small as you'd like. It all just depends on what you're going to what's your eye candy. I call this the eye candy here. Whatever you're going to be showcasing, right? So I actually did cut this down a little bit because when I embossed this, I was off a little. So I thought, well, I'm not going to redo it. I'm just going to cut it. So I just cut it down. So that just took care of that. And let's see. So that's for that piece. Oh, and then you're going to score it at 4.25. So, right, this is super easy. I had this is left over from one of the other cards I made, and I thought, hey, that will match this and also give it another texture of layer. And so this is what I'm thinking about doing. And then I think I'm going to bring some ribbon in. What did I do with my ribbon? So I think this might look good. Might be too much. I don't know. We'll see here. I can't pick up this. All right. So if we have this like this, I'm thinking maybe I will cut this. Put it about there. I was thinking, I wonder if this would look good just to add another little layer, right? Because I don't think I'm going to add any words to the front of this one. I think I'm just going to see how this looks. I'm going to put this here. I don't know yet. Whoops. This has got to be on the inside. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking that. I think we'll try it. I don't know if I will put words on here or not. We'll figure it out when we get there. All right, so super simple though. So I'm going to take and attach this. How's everybody's week going? I heard we're getting some bad storms, supposedly, potential, in Minnesota tomorrow. So that's always, I mean, I looked at the weather and it didn't look like there was going to be that high of a amount of rain or anything. So I guess I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so all right. Oh, shoot. And I was going to probably bend this. Well, too late now. So I guess I'm just going to cut this to be, what would this be? 5 1/4. All right. Let's see. Where's my cutting? I always screw something up when I'm live. Part of the deal. Oh, and I cut it the wrong length. Oh. All right. Cheesy Louise. Let me see. Is this one? Ooh. Sweet. This is the same side. So I will cut another. All right, I think it's about 3/4 of an inch. And we'll go 5 1/4. All right. Yeah, okay, so I guess we'll be gluing that on. So I wonder if this would just be more of a problem to add this now or not, because it just could be too bumpy. It is a very, very soft, ribbon though. I think we're gonna try it. What the heck? You can always fix it. All right. And I'm going to, sometimes I use liquid glue when it comes to ribbon. And sometimes I just use tape, plain old tape. All right, we'll use this. And I kind of want it tight, but not too tight, right? We don't want our paper like buckling. Huh. Should go this way so I can see where it's heading. Now my fingers are all sticking to it. Maybe this wasn't such a great idea. I should have just used tape. I think I'm gonna go find my tape, guys. It's normally right here. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. Okay. This would be much easier. This is what I normally do. And of course, I think the tape's wider. Oh, always something. All right, now that I know that's secure, and I still have a bunch of glue on the other side of this. It is normally not this difficult. Okay. All right. Yay, I think we did it. All right, so now I'm going to secure this to the card. Ah. Alrighty. So I think we'll go about all right. Took a while. We got it. Alrighty, so now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to adhere this to the back. And I think I'll do it in the middle because I'm going to make this picture the focal point. All right, so I might as well throw it in the middle this time. All right. Okay, and so I'm going to place this back in here. And I think what I'm going to do is, so a picture is not up against the wall totally, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put dimensionals at least towards the bottom. And that will keep these pieces together. I was trying to think, did I do that with, I think I did this with the other one as well. All right, sorry if I'm not on camera. I wasn't really paying attention there. Okay, so that's enough to keep that in place. And then these are little tabs that you know, turn over. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of glue underneath these to keep the hanging piece in. And I have leftover pieces, so what I'm going to do is I actually cut off some pieces. If you'll notice that the die itself, where is it? You kind of have some of these extra pieces. And so if you're not going to use it as it's intended to be a picture frame, like I only used part of these, right, to make some of these other cards. So I just cut off straight across so that they could be used without the hinge and the clasp part. If that makes sense. So I do have some leftover pieces that I can use in other cards. So there we go. So we're going to put this on. And of course I keep all my little scraps. So I got a little pile here. But they'll be ready to make other cards with, so that's good. Oops. All right, so I think we will have this kind of go almost even with the ribbon at the bottom here. Nice. What do you think? Let's see. Now we need to put our little piece on. So I think I really like how that makes it look like it's a nail. I think that turned out cute, right? So I thought what I could do for the words, I could put, and I could actually put some glue on here too. I could use, let's see, what do we have? We have change can be beautiful. Grateful for you. I think that's kind of cool. What else do we have? You have a perfectly lovely day. You've got this. In smaller piece things, we have dear friend. I could put like dear friend. I could either do it, let's see. I could either do it on another piece of cardstock and just attach it to here. I could just put it like right there. I don't know. Or I could just leave it blank in the front and just put in here, grateful for you. I don't know. I don't know if that will kind of look funny. I guess I didn't think of that before I put this. If I would have put this over to the side a little more, I think this would have looked better. Now it looks like it's just being squeezed in. What do we think? Okay, what I'm going to do, just for the heck of it, I'm going to see this little scrap I have. I'm just going to stamp dear friend and just see if anything comes out of this. And I just stuck my hand in the ink. So me. That off. I tell ya. All right, and we can do a couple things. I love using scraps. This is how I build a lot of my cards, you guys. I just look at scraps that I have. Yeah, it does go with the glue, right, Judy? What do we think about that? And I could angle it, but then this is square, so I think it would look better square. I know. What do you guys think of this? Dear friend, and then I can put a couple of these. We'll try it. We'll see. We'll see if we like it. Whoops. I have to bribe Leo every week with his little treat, so I feel bad because now Cisco's decided he likes that treat too, and I don't have two of them, and I don't want them fighting, so Cisco's in the bathroom with one of his treats that he's not really fond of right now. Ugh, I tell ya. Okay, that's it. I think that turned out, that's okay, right? I think it's kind of cute. That's using scraps, guys. All right, I think I'm going to put it on using some liquid glue since I already put the embellishments on. And I've got it upside down. Oh, got a little drip of glue. What do you think? Cute? All right, I think I'm going to tack down this ribbon. It's kind of bothering me, so I'm just going to lightly put just a little. Liquid glue dries clear, so that's good, right? And if you don't use too much, it'll show for the little bit, but then it will disappear. Just hold that down for half a minute here. I don't really want to close it yet because I don't want it to attach the other part. So while that's kind of drying, I think we will decide. So what do we got on here? Dear friend. And I'm going to put grateful for you. And that should, and that does fit. Okay, so let's do this. And hope we don't mess it up, right? Ugh. Normally, I like to do my stamping before I do my attaching because when you screw it up, it's like, ugh. But I think we will be okay. Whew. I can breathe. And it's not showing. Yay! All right, so this is so fun. So this is, I used the painted, what's this called? Oh, forgot what it's called. The painted texture. So that just gives that to look like a wall, right? And on this one, I used the brick, the exposed brick, I think that's what it's called, to make that look like a wall as well. So it was a fun way to use these embossing folders and just to give it some, look. So there we have, out of this suite, we have 5 cards that look totally different. Can you see them all? So isn't that fun? I love this suite, and this card is so easy. It's like not stressful or anything. It's easy to cut the pieces. And using these dies, I have, leftover pieces that I'm going to keep. These are like, frames that I've only used part of them. So I've got these ready to go for another time. I've got this one that's the inside of that. And these are even kind of fun. These are part of the dies. This is the inside or the hinges in the die. It's like, oh, those are kind of cute. So I figure I can use those somewhere. Yeah. So, so that is what we're making tonight. I want to show you a couple pieces of Happy Mail I got. This I showed last week, but my video didn't work very well, so I just wanted to give a shout out again. This is from Cynthia Howard. She made this beautiful card, and I just love it. I think it's so cool. I have not played with this suite yet, and she just made a really cute inside too. I really like how she did that. So thank you, Cynthia. That is beautiful. And this one is also gorgeous. I got in the mail today, and this is from Nancy McBee, and it is so gorgeous. Look at that. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of die cuts, little strips. She took and adhered the strips, the designer series paper, to a piece of basic white, and she ran it through the eyelet. I think this is the eyelet embossing folder. So all the panels, I don't know if you can see that, have that impression of that embossing folder. And she did watercoloring on the rings that she made for the wreath, and these are all die cut. It's just gorgeous. So both of these cards are so gorgeous. I want to thank you, ladies. They were beautiful. and made my day to get them. So remember, guys, when you make these cards and you send them out, even if it's just for fun, I mean, it just makes people's days, and couldn't use that, right? So it's super important. If you thought this was helpful and you liked it, share and comment and like, because that helps to get this kind of out there. And if you don't have a demonstrator, then you can shop with me, and I appreciate that, and I can answer any questions you might have. Today is free shipping day. I just wanted to make sure you are aware of that. Any orders over $75, I think, in the United States, is free shipping today till midnight. So do that. But yeah, so with that, I hope you enjoyed this. I love this layout. The suite is so gorgeous. Really fun. And yeah, so I'm so glad to be here with you and to share this. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you next Wednesday. And yes, I will. Cisco needs to have a good treat as well. Yes. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful week, and we will see you soon. Put down your best card if you like. If you have a choice, if you think that you like one over the others. So let me see. I'll show them one more time. So yeah, let me know. But all right, guys, take care.